Good morning, Brisbane, and it's game 2 in our 3-game Saturday feature for the round 9 HART Sapphire series for 2020, and 5 become 4. We've got 5 teams vying for 4 semi-final spots. Round 9, 1 to go tomorrow, and the first of the big matchups is Brisbane North Cougars taking on the Bond University Bull Sharks. It's second versus fifth in what should be a crackerjack match. My name is Dave Mills, joined in commentary by the ever-popular, judging by what we saw on Facebook, two-time national champion winner Beryl Friday with the Firebirds. Welcome back to commentary for your second stint.
Hi.
Should be a good match here. We've got the Cougars taking on, last start Cougars who lost, taking on the Bull Sharks who won last week, beating your team, I believe.
Us. Yep, thanks for the reminder.
Just bringing that up. So we've had a game already today, and of course that was between the Thunder and the Tigers, and the Thunder dominated that game quite well, 60 to 45. This one, as I said, is second. They would have been first versus fourth, but Cougars lost last week. So what are you expecting from them this week, Beryl?
I think Cougars have come out of the blocks hard last week, obviously coming off that loss, but I think the momentum might be with Bull Sharks here, that we have seen them building over the last couple of weeks, and we probably saw one of their best performances of the season last week when we lost to them, unfortunately. But this is going to be a good game, I think. It's going to be a 60-minute game, and I can't wait.
So there's the table. Unfortunately for the Carina Leagues clubs, their loss this morning means they can't mathematically make the semis. Bond University Bull Sharks need to win today and tomorrow, and to jump over your Wildcats to be any chance of making the finals. They're 20 points behind. There's 18 points up for grab here. You guys play later on today. You might have a bit to say about that, I believe.
Yeah, no.
It's not going to happen according to Beryl. So the lineups have been handed to us. We'll start with the Cougars. The Cougars will open up with Riley Holland at the shooter, Mia Stour at GA, Chanel Dyer will be the captain and wing attack, Maddie Hinchliffe the centre, Bella Sorby, Ruby Bakel-Doran and Remy Camo, the ever-consistent Remy Camo, make up the back three. That leaves a bench of Arikas, Ali McLeod and Courtney Baird. Coached by Liz White. Assistant coaches Darren Kennelly, and the manager is Lynn Holland. Pretty strong lineup there, my dear.
Great lineup. So
now we go to the Bull Sharks, and they start with their ever-reliable Stephanie Bairstow, Ella Bertacchini combination. Positional switch here. Kristen Oxford goes to wing attack, and Riley Burns goes to, says Rula Burns, it's Riley Burns. She goes to centre. Ava Black, the WD, Emily Gilbert, the GD, and Shanae Grant, the keeper. They're forming a very good defensive combination. Leaves a bench of Lee Adler, Abby Houston, Mackenzie Jordan comes in from Ruby, and coached by Cheryl Burns. Now, they've got a cast of thousands today. Their assistant is actually Nicole Cusack. Their regular assistant, Beck Foreman, is sick and she's not there. And the manager is Linda Simpson for this game. Darlena Karina is out at the moment. So everything's in readiness, and it should be an absolute cracker of a match. The umpires is Nicola Stevens, Rachel Thomas, and Stuart Ting is the reserve. So everything is looking good. We're just waiting on a ball and some umpires. And we should be ready to go shortly.
I would also like to respectfully acknowledge the Turrbal, Juggera and Yuggera peoples, the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which this event is taking place, and acknowledge past, present and emerging elders.
There's our umpire. Stuart Ting did the first game. He's now the reserve. Now, I've been told.
Do we have any update on Jess, the umpire who was injured last week?
Yes, she took a tumble. She hurt her ligaments, and she believes she's out for 3 weeks and maybe out for the semi-finals. Oh,
poor thing. I hope she's okay. Well wishes are with her.
Yes, indeed. So Nicola Stevens with the ball. That's the umpire with the ball. Should be coming to this side by the looks of it. Which means if Rachel Thomas will be on the far side. So, what's your thoughts? What are you thinking? Who's going to win? What's the margin?
I think Cougars will probably come out on top.
So Cougars come out on top. I'm going to tip an upset here. I'm going to go for the mighty Bull Sharks.
It's a bit interesting to see Kristen starting at wing attack. She's such a dominant defender, so I love seeing her at centre. She's also a bit pale, so mustn't have had any Bondi Sands left at home. And the Bull Sharks open the account.
Stephanie gets the first. And away we go.
Nice swing ball. And we see Riley.
She's
just so good under the post, isn't she? She's got such a strong hold. So very tactically with how she positions herself.
So 1-1 early stages. We're still in the first minute of this game. A must-win game for the Bull Sharks. They know it. They want it. Coach said they trained well. And they're full of confidence after their win against you guys last week. So let's hope they perform. A missed shot there won't help, but they're away early. 1-1. So Sorby with it now. Where do you see the match won or lost?
In the shooters. We just saw the Bond team missed an easy shot that probably needed to be converted. And I think I've been comparing the Cougars to the Vixens all year. If you're going to have a turnover against them, they're probably going to score from it. They're very patient, and they don't, give away a lot of ball.
So,
as we see Riley under the post again, and she'll sink this.
2-1 Cougars with the first turnover and score. We will have some stats coming through to you today. We're testing a system that we hope to have up for the finals, so we'll have some stats for this game, which is very exciting. And we'll keep you informed with all of them. Riley Holland with it now.
Great
she
shot by
shoots
Riley.
And scores.
I think Shanae early is just getting caught on Riley's body a bit. She should be coming off to confuse that space and make Riley do a little bit more work to get the ball.
So, ball through Oxenford. Coach said that they performed well with this lineup last week. That's why she's moved Oxenford to WA. That's Coach Cheryl Burns.
Ball, and probably just needed to see Bairstow hold a little bit higher then. There was not a lot of space for her to, catch that ball, in which resulted in the tip out.
So good interplay between Bertakini and Oxenford gives Bertakini a good position, shoots and scores. Second for the Bull Sharks, her first. 3-2. Early stages with the Cougars. Chanel Dyer straight across the transverse into Holland. Holland, one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
Yeah, definitely. She's going to come out and just play well every week.
One of those annoying players that plays well every week.
Yeah. As we see, I don't know what quite happened there. I think someone might have got a little tip in there, which resulted in a Bull Sharks turnover. That was lucky for the contact. I thought it might have been held.
So, of course, you can join us throughout the coverage through the HART Sapphire Series Facebook page, as is, you've got some fans. Hey, Beryl from Zoa Garraway. Do you know
hi,
Zoe.
Zoe. Yeah, she's a St Margaret's girl.
There you go.
She was probably in primary school when I was in high school, though.
There you go. She's obviously a big fan, says g'day, and you can join us anytime you want. Give us a question. Ask Beryl anything you want. She may or may not answer it, but I think she will. She's a very honest person.
That was great defence there by Remy. She came out, contested that first ball, forced them to go up and got her little fingertip, and then Wanda lucky to get that ball.
So Bairstow scores, gives the lead back to the Bull Sharks 4-3. We've played 3.5 in the first. Just the start the Bull Sharks are looking for. If they want to be competitive and keep their season alive, they need as many of the 18 competition points as they can get. So, but a quick goal there to the Cougars. It's not going to be an easy one, this one, Beryl.
No, it's not. And Shanae, they're getting called for a contact, like I said before, off the body. You got to be in play to get the turnover, don't you?
Hinchliff does well, gets a turnover. You do. You can't help anyone if you're out of play all the time. Stow drives the base, and Grant gets a hand on it, but falls to Holland. Great work there by Grant. 5-4 Cougars. And a long ball across to Dyer. You had a good week, Beryl? Good training week for you guys?
Yeah, we did actually. It's been good. We're looking forward to playing today and tomorrow, obviously. Great shot there by Riley.
Holland gets another one. Margin is 2. Biggest lead of the game, and it belongs to the Cougars.
Kristen is being a bit smart there. Probably didn't want to force that ball, keep it in their possession. To stay in this, they really need to be scoring off their centre passes, and hopefully we're going to see that happen now. How similar do Remy and I think Ruby look, though? They just have, I swear,
Yes.
they could be sisters.
Oh, yeah.
And I've known Remy for ever, and I always confuse them.
It's a commentator's nightmare. Throwing and rolling subs, and it's just a nightmare. So the ball with Bertakini swings it across to Oxenford. Beautiful
Great
setup
feed.
there. That was a great feed into Bairstow, and she makes no mistake. We've played 5-6-5 to the Cougs, and a turnover needed here. Of course, they got speed to burn this young Bull Sharks side through Ava Black and Riley Burns. They can motor. So the ball with Holland.
So a lot of safe passes there by Cougars. They weren't going to throw anything that might have been intercepted. I'm not sure what happened. Was that a turnover
I
by...
think it was a held ball, yes.
Held, okay.
I think.
Well, that's good. Hands over by Shanae, I think.
So there it is, Ruby Bakewell-Doran.
Just needed to keep running onto that ball.
So she'll run all day, that's for sure. So Grant gets us going again. And a bit of
Good tip
cross-court
there
passing.
by Stoa.
Correct. So there you go, put the line up a bit closer to you. So that might help. So, of course, all our stats and pictures being brought to us today by Double Take Sports. Our major sponsors, HART and Mizuno. The ball with Gilbert. Looks down, finds Oxenford.
Great middle channel there. We need someone to go through.
Oh,
a little sneaky.
Sleight of hand pass there by Bertolini. She'll take this. No passes off again. 2 in a row.
Great shot.
Bairstow ties it up at 6. So we're all tied up at 6s, which is a great start for the Bull Sharks.
Great drive there from Kristen. Doing a lot of work at the front, isn't she, to get that ball into the post. And there's a contact call there against Ruby, so Bond needs this shot to go in.
And Bertolini makes no mistake. The lead back to the Bull Sharks, 7-6. They're the team that won't go away. Last week, super impressive against you guys. Just kept coming and coming and coming. And you were playing down at the Cauldron. It's a noisy little centre, isn't it?
And it's really hot. So humid in there. It was like playing in Singapore.
Oh, I think they turned the air conditioning up, so just to make it uncomfortable for you guys.
Good tactic.
So playing in Singapore, have you played in Singapore?
I have, actually.
Of
I think
course
I've played
have.
netball in like 6 or 7 countries now.
Impressive effort from the former Firebird. Well done.
Good baseline movement there from Riley. There's a contact call just outside the circle. Chanel will do this here. The Cougar shooters just work together so well. Work off each other and use their body for screen.
So a missed shot there from Stour. As we see another Mizuno momentum shift for the Bull Sharks. They have the ball now, going hard through Gilbert.
Coming down the same channel, they're making it hard for Cougars to come off and intercept anything.
Close to the sideline, weren't they?
Yeah, very close.
And Bertolini kicks it back to Oxenford, but a contact there on Sorby. Oxenford taking her time, showing all her experience, the former Firebird. Was she there when you were there? Or different areas?
I think she was a training partner and she was lucky enough to play a couple of games due to injury. But I think it might have been when I was in Sydney, I think.
Wow.
I don't know, I've lived in too many places.
So a turnover here off the centre pass, maybe a break, the old coach killer, we were talking about it last week.
Especially when it's the other direction.
And all of a sudden it's... The Cougars look like going on a run, but the Bull Sharks get an opportunity to tie it up.
Liz White spray after that. I think that might have been a step from Bairstow. She gets away with it.
Hangs on to the ball.
Cougars doing really well to keep Bull Sharks off the circle edge. And then unfortunately just giving away the contact calls at the last minute, which result in a circle edge feed.
Bairstow takes a mid-range shot. Easy for her. 9-7 the Bull Sharks. They lead the Cougars by 2. Spoke to Liz before the game, said must have been a tough week in training. Said absolutely not. It was the exact opposite. Put some fun back into netball, whatever that means.
Yeah,
that's what they did after their shock loss last week.
We played some games as well, which is funny. We don't play too many games.
So just after a long season, it's nice to relax a little bit leading into the semis.
Team building games. Great shot. So Bull Sharks up by 3 now.
Yes. And picking up where they left off last week.
And a step, I think, against Chanel. Very uncharacteristic of her. Bull Sharks is using that same channel to go down the court again.
So Gilbert finds Black, who finds
the circle edge.
Burns, and brilliant.
Just not the right placement on that feed.
Double trouble, Kamo and Ruby Bakel-Doran.
That's a heartbreaker too.
That would have given them 4 and then a chance to go 5 up, which would have been huge with only 5 to play this quarter.
It doesn't matter though, because the Cougars throw the ball straight out of court, so it's back with the Bull Sharks.
So the Bull Sharks through Grant will get us going again. Gilbert goes one way, Black the other, and you'll see the speed of Black right there. Unfortunately, the pass was behind her.
Yeah, not a very well placed pass. And the Cougars will be patient in bringing this ball down.
Cougars looking to make them pay, and Grant, no call for a contact just on the hands.
Just needed to take her feet on that one. Her hands are there, just needed to keep running onto the ball, with pulling in with 2 hands. Great pass off to Riley.
And Holler makes no mistake. Margin's still 2 in favour of the Bull Sharks. It's their centre. This is a big goal, I reckon, in context of this quarter battle.
Oh yeah, definitely. Might be one of those momentum swings by Mizuno.
Nice plug there, I like it. Well done.
I think I might have a career in media when I eventually retire.
I'm feeling threatened. My job is on the line. I hear they're looking for people in Singapore, Beryl.
Too hot for me. Great shot there by the Bull Sharks. Ball back with the Cougars for their centre pass.
11-8, 4 to play. Bull Sharks desperately hanging on. Their season needs us to win this quarter. Holland, a great take, takes out the post at the same time.
Great placement of that ball.
She gets the call and the shot. Margin of 2. Well, if the last centre pass was big, this one's even bigger for the Bull Sharks.
Yeah. And what are the Cougars doing? They're kind of setting up I think there was a little bit of a wall they were trying to set up for the centre pass. Didn't matter, though, because...
Ruby Bakewell-Doran gets one of those customary intercepts that her and Kamo are known for.
Yeah. If you're going to throw a cross-court ball like that, you can expect that to get eaten up.
Holland again. So Gilbert not happy with the call. Holland taken out as she caught it. And now both players are out. Gives an easy shot to Holland. So here it is on replay. Swings wide and Bakewell-Doran had all the time in the world, didn't she?
Yeah, as soon as she faked that and was still going to go to the same place, may as well put it on over next time. Just, advertise it just as much because that's how she saw it coming.
Put it on Facebook. 11-11. They tie it up now, and the short pass here is going to be called. It is. It's been a bad minute or so for the Sharks, but they've still got an opportunity to win the quarter. Just need a turnover here. 3 to play.
Great swing there. And back again.
Burns.
I think that's a contact call against Riley.
Under the hoop.
Yeah.
So this is the break they need, the Bull Sharks. Must convert this. It's their centre pass, don't forget.
Just need to be playing safe netball here. Make sure they convert this.
Bertolini works it well. Wants it to go to Bairstow. And
it's a contact. I think Maddie thought it was against her. But no, it wasn't against Ruby.
So the hold here by Bairstow. Looks for it. Bertolini will take the shot regardless. And a great shot it is. The Bull Sharks needed that barrel. That's a Mizuno momentum shift. So
yeah. They need to turn this centre pass as well if they want to get those points for winning the quarter. 2
competition points up for grabs. Probably more important for
great defence there by Bull Sharks.
Indeed it was. Oxenford came across. So, of course, you can join us on the Facebook page anytime you want. And the ball with Hinchliffe. Called for an obstruction there. I think it's on Burns. It is. Black covers Dyer well.
Yeah, nice Cougars setting up a nice little ridgy ditch.
So the missed shot by Stour. Holland does enough to get it back. Contact on Granterfield. Time called. 1:33 to play first quarter. The Bull Sharks would love this shot to miss.
I don't think it will, though.
And it doesn't, as called. Tied up at 12. A big centre pass here for the Bull Sharks.
Great ball.
Black. Oxenford.
Great feed there by Kristen. Probably an obstruction against Rem. And great shot, straight over hands.
Brilliant play by the Bull Sharks there, Beryl.
Beautiful. Great speed and change of direction.
And a turnover. This is huge. This is just what they ordered. They need to score here.
I would not like to be in the Cougars' timeout.
And now we've got an obstruction call on the Bull Sharks. Didn't see it. It's been called. It's turned the ball straight back to the Cougars. The good news is for the Bull Sharks, they'll have the next centre pass, and that's even better news.
Because they turn it over. Give a bit of a 50-50 ball, but it doesn't matter because it comes off.
Black grabs it.
Call back here.
That's not a bad call. He'll take it back and use up a bit of time here, which is what the Bull Sharks want.
Now I guess it's just
hang on to the ball and win the quarter.
When you're going to go for the ball, when you're going to go for the shot.
Oxenford has it, swings out. Bairstow brilliantly positioned at the top. Comes back to Oxenford. Oh, this is loose. No! Was that Bakewell-Doran? It was. So the ball goes out of court. They really need to use the clock up here. Contact there would be wise, and Oxenford does twice. Smart play by Oxenford, showing her experience.
If this was in the fourth quarter, that might have been advanced, but
14 seconds left. Black tries the same. Smart play by the Bull Sharks. We've got 6 seconds left. It might not be enough.
I don't think it's going to be enough.
Stour needs to sink this and does, and that hurts the Bull Sharks.
You've got to be disappointed with that one as the Bull Sharks. I had plenty of opportunity to go up in this quarter and just unfortunately couldn't.
The Cougars score. The scoreboard hasn't changed. We've changed ours, but the official score hasn't changed. We believe it's 13 apiece. I didn't see the umpire indicate that wasn't a goal, but the major scoreboard's still showing the Cougars have lost the quarter by 1. I feel it might be 13 all, but a pretty entertaining first quarter, Beryl Friday.
Yeah, great first quarter.
So Bull Sharks came out hard and they dropped off a little bit, then came back and finished the quarter quite strongly. A shame they couldn't score that last goal right on the end there, but they're playing pretty well.
And we've just seen the scoreboard change now, so it is 13-13.
Well, it's not all bad news for the Bull Sharks. That gives them one competition point, and now they get now they're only 19 points behind the Wildcats. So if they get the other 17, it'll be an interesting game for you guys this afternoon.
It's going to be an interesting game either way, I think. Yeah, can't wait for it. It's going to be fun.
You seem like you're pretty focused on that game, Beryl.
Focused?
Yeah, you seem very focused about it already.
No.
No?
No.
So we're going to listen in here, are we? No, we're not. So we're going to try and see what Liz has to say. She's gesticulating to a defensive end, so she probably wants more effort from them. I thought they've been pretty good, yeah?
Yeah, they have. Great defence by Remy and Ruby. They're pretty clean defenders as well. They have been called for a little bit of contact, which is a bit uncharacteristic of them, but they'll probably come off more and try and get some more of those speckies that Ruby got in the first quarter.
We haven't seen Kamo get one yet, but Bakewell Doran's got a few.
I think Remy might have got a couple of tips.
We'll listen in here to the Bull Sharks.
They don't miss many shots. When you put them off, you've done a good job. Just whip it in, all right?
Yeah. Hi, sorry to interrupt. We found blood on the ball, so we just need you all to check that you don't have any cuts or arms, legs, hands. Yep.
Okay, there we go. Well, they found blood on the ball, so they're just doing a blood check on everyone. So
Must be the Cougs.
no blood on the Sharks. Must be the Cougs as a call. Someone from the Cougs is spilling blood on the court for their team. And I guess the umpires will go down there and have a chat as well. Who knows? But yeah, Cougars, Liz, she's gesticulating a little bit there, so mustn't be happy with something. Probably, I'd say the midcourt hasn't really functioned just yet.
Yeah.
Both ends have been pretty impressive.
I think it's the defence is doing really well for the Cougars. I think this is miscommunication between the centre court and the shooters. There's been a lot of turnovers in their attacking third that we don't usually see from the Cougars, but they'll probably turn it around in the coming quarters.
So, all to play for the Bull Sharks. Their season on the line. They need to get as many competition points as they can and hope you guys don't pick up too many later on today to be a chance of making the finals tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow the Bull Sharks are our 5 o'clock game. They take on the USC Thunder, who had an impressive win today against the Tigers. And you guys play the very last round of the prelims, 7 o'clock tomorrow night against the Tigers.
It's a late game, isn't it?
I know.
I'm in bed by usually 7:30. I'm old.
Poor Beryl, old
Not
at 26.
young like I used to be.
Yeah, 26. It must be horrible.
Okay, we've seen...
Changes are plenty.
Yeah, Bertocchini's not on. So the Bull Sharks are currently playing with 6 players, and it looks as though maybe she was the one who had blood on her. So the one player can't actually come on until the next centre pass, I believe. So
it's going to be. It looks like they're going to make the change. They're going to make the change. Well, it looks like Mackenzie Jordan's going to come on while Bertocchini gets the blood taken care of. They'll have to probably change dress if she's got blood on her uniform.
And Besto does well to score 2v1. And we can see Nicole Cusack just walking into the centre now. Hello, Nicole.
Nicole might be suiting up. So
I meant to coach. I don't know if she's keen on playing.
One of the greats, Diamond 102.
Although, yeah, if they do have a blood down there, then maybe Nicole could fill in for them. She was a great shooter.
She was
one of the best. Is a great shooter.
So just the shooting percentages in the first quarter. Bull Sharks 93 and the Cougars 87. Turnover conversion rate both 56%. And turnovers both 9 each, so pretty even stats there.
Yeah, very
Beryl.
even. Just that one more missed shot, I think, against the Cougars, 1 or 2.
So, and Bull Sharks tied up. It's all 14s, and Hinchcliffe nearly picks that one up off Burns. So Jordan on at GA. She'll be on there until I guess Bertocchini gets the uniform situation sorted.
I think she has changed it.
So
she's put on the blood dress, so we might see her come back on really soon.
So Bairstow gets another one. She shot particularly well last week and again today.
Obstruction call, I think.
So Stower gets it.
Side.
That's her range, and
Great
indeed it
shot.
is. Number 15 to the Cougars. We're all tied up at 15. We've got 13-13 to play. It's all even numbers if you're a numbers person.
I'm not a numbers person.
Not a numbers person. Don't read horoscopes.
Absolutely not.
Doesn't believe in horoscopes. Fair call. Neither do I.
They're interesting to read. It's just, I don't know. And it's going to happen.
Bakewell Doran there.
Great turnover from her. She had that baseline covered. There was no way that was on. Just needed to change the direction from the Bull Shark shooters.
And we have a new wing defence. That's McLeod at wing defence for the Sorby is off.
So, yeah, Ali's coming to wing defence, but we saw Sinead get a little left hand on the outside around, have the tip, and then Emily Gilt was able to pick that up. And Remy comes out with the tip down the other end.
Kamo nearly goes tit for tat, can't pull it in.
And Bertocchini's back on, I believe.
Bertocchini comes on. We've got to change at keeper for the team. Grant's come off.
Great sweep here. Oh,
that'll be Abby
that was
Houston.
just a misfeed. Needed to go up and into space, not straight into Remy's hand.
So Houston comes on at GK. Gilbert stays at GD for the Bull Sharks. And the shooting end is back to normal with Bertocchini and Bairstow. So changes are plenty for the Bull Sharks at the moment.
Yeah, ball just flying down the court too from the Cougars. Great long bomb.
Stour rocks solid. Gets the margin out to 1. It's their centre pass next. Cougars on a bit of a run here. And the brilliant play there by Holland. Does the Millsy shuffle, gets the goal.
The Millsy shuffle.
I invented that.
Are you claiming that?
I claimed that.
Okay,
I claimed that a long time ago.
You can tell Vicky Wilson and co that you
Vicky
claimed
picked it up after we played her in men's game. That's a true story. That is a very true story. Back in, I won't say when.
Might need confirmation from Vicky.
Well,
I think, was there a stepping or
it was
replayed?
a footwork call there.
Yeah, but doesn't matter though because the ball goes straight over the baseline.
So, great article in the Gold Coast Bulletin this week about Abby Houston. The headline was, Houston, we don't have a problem. So,
that's pretty funny.
Very cleverly written. And it talked about the success that the Bond University Bull Sharks are having, not just in their main sides, but in the junior sides coming through.
Oh, wow.
So
they're doing a nice little screen here with each other.
They found Bairstow well, didn't they?
Yeah, and it's a great shot by Bairstow. So I love setting screens as a shooter. I'm not all about that running business. I'd rather play smarter, not harder.
There are young people, play smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Don't get bitter, get better. There's another
one. Great dodge there by Riley. And she'll finish this straight onto the post.
As called, margin's still 2. That's the biggest lead of the game to the Cougars.
She's come back well from injury. Riley, having missed a couple of games at the beginning of the season.
She had a problem with her thumb there at one stage, which was not ideal, but when you're a shooter, you want your thumbs working pretty well.
Yep.
So, Oxenford swings.
Great swing. Bond shooters working together there again. And ball just kind of flicks out, and that'll be a contact call against Bairstow.
So they're setting a zone here by the looks of it. They've set like a 5-dice zone. And we'll see if it's effective. It goes through Hinchliffe. She's looking long for Dyer. Finds Stour on the other side. Now to Dyer. So they got through that fairly easily.
I think they were lucky to get that ball away, the cross-court one.
And falls to Holland.
Doesn't matter because they still get it. So Cougars up by 3 now. And this is what they do. They just get up by 1 or 2, and then the next thing you know, they're up by like 10 or 12. You don't really know how that happened.
So hands by Burns, can't pick it up. Houston gets enough on that to falls to Gilbert. So they're looking for Black. They can't find it. Goes to Burns.
And throws it straight to Maddie.
Hinchliffe all over it.
Yeah, just needed a short option there instead of trying to throw over people. And Riley's home alone. Straight under the post, and she'll sink this.
So a chance to shorten the margin. Blows out. It's now 4. Bull Sharks are going to call a timeout. They do.
Yeah.
Smart call there by the coach, Cheryl Burns. They need a transitional change or something. And the timeout will help. So, liking what you see with the Cougars in the second quarter?
Yeah, they've come out firing. They've definitely gone and corrected some of the things they needed to work on in the first quarter, and I think this is where they kind of just put the foot down. It's
a 7-3 quarter at the moment. Shooting percentage still very high. Both teams, 91 for the Cougs, 89. But we'll listen in to see what the coach says.
Girls, we just need some drive through the middle, all right? Okay, and Goldie, Windy, where are you? You're just parallel coming out of there, so read off each other to go back. Okay? I understand it, right? Right up, okay? Just get your angles right. Just get your angles right defensively so she can see where she is behind you. Yeah, coach, you know? Get your angles right so you can see where she is behind you. Positioning and angles, all right? Come on, guys, let's go. All this back. All right, let's go. Make your feet,
So, coach there looking for a bit more drive through the middle barrel.
Yeah, and I'd agree with that. A lot of their balls are being forced to go over a whole channel, and that's where the Cougars playing into their hands. Really, they love picking up those ones.
So a positional switch here. Oxenford back to centre and Burns to wing attack. Just a reversal of where they started. So the obviously that's going to help the drive, having Oxford getting sort of a majority of the passes down the court.
Yeah, that would be great to see Kristen come into there. She's such a steady head too.
So Burns with it now. They need a goal here, but Stour does brilliantly. Gets the ball to herself, and now here come the Cougars in transition. It's a frightening sight when they're all running like that.
Yep.
A loose pass here, but an obstruction call on Holland gives the ball back to the Cougars. So Holland will take this fairly close to the hoop.
Yeah, and she'll sink this as well.
It's been called early, and
sorry, Riley, commentator's curse. Yeah, didn't mean to do that.
The loose ball falls the way of the
Bull Sharks.
Bull Sharks. I know we said Oxford, she's not in there.
Well, they're Oxford's Bull Sharks, aren't they? Isn't she the captain?
She is indeed. The 103-game veteran. So
that's a lot of games.
She's 24.
25.
How do you
25. I think her birthday's in November.
How do you play that many games? So, in such a short career, she must have started at 12.
I'd like to see how many games I've played. Surely I've got to be somewhere up around there.
Worldwide, you would have played a fair chunk.
Yeah.
If you put all your national leagues, because I assume you played National League wherever you went, so you put all those leagues together, you would have played in Mozza.
Probably. Great shot there by Bertocchini. So now what? The Bull Sharks are only down by 3.
They are down by 3 for the Mizuno momentum shift. Oh, a lovely pass into Stour. Great hands there, Dyer. Stour does not miss. Margin still 4, 7:43 to play. The ball back with Burns.
Yeah, great work by Kristen. She knew someone needed to come forward for that ball, and that's what she's done.
The long swing across the circle. Bertocchini does brilliantly. And sinks the shot.
Great effort to shoot it over those two hands. It looked like a lot of pressure on that shot. Didn't matter because she sinks it. But I think she might have more issues here with blood.
No,
not her.
No, it's just broken fingernail, I think. So,
that would hurt.
Oh, it does. Get my man. No, just joking. So the margin is 3. They're hanging around the Bull Sharks.
Great work by Riley. She's playing great today.
The take by Holland, brilliant. And the goal equally. It's now a margin of 4. It hasn't blown away like they'd hoped. So
I can't see what's happening. Geez, I wish I was wearing my glasses so I could see that far down there.
You want to borrow a pair of mine?
Okay, thank you. Then.
Put some old man glasses on. The ball through. Ava Black showing her incredible speed.
That might have been a short pass. No, lucky to get away with that. Ball was probably definitely off Kristen there, but
Hinchliffe,
she's a better actor than I am. She's just going to pretend like it didn't happen.
Hinchliffe, there it is in replay. Hinchliffe did knock it into the Oxenford, but incorrect centre perhaps.
How can it be an incorrect throw in though if they haven't taken it?
I'm not sure, but the call is the call, and we are swinging down the court now. I have no idea.
Like I'm not questioning the umpires. I just thought that like you had to throw it before there was a throw in.
Honestly, I'm not 100% over the rules.
Zach, they change the rules too often for me in this country. I just can't keep up.
Zach, if you're listening, by all means, call in and let us know. So Zach was our commentator in round 1 and 2.
Yeah, that'd be great to hear what he has to say about that. We can see the Bond mob getting a little bit excited here, and it doesn't matter because Riley's still going to finish that ball under the post. So Cougars up by 5 now.
Cougars with the ball. Their centre pass up by 5, as Beryl said. Danger signs here for the Bull Sharks. They just can't let them get away with it. Their season is on the line.
They're really good at using reset plays, the Cougars, but without actually resetting it back to their defenders.
Yeah, just been reliably informed that call was a 3-second call for the incorrect throwing. So,
right.
So she held the ball too long, so that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
now.
Right.
So technically an incorrect throw, but it was a held ball. That's why.
And probably too much in that pass. Yeah, I'm from a little Italian town. We say too much spaghetti.
Too much spaghetti. Does that mean you're from up north? Ingham?
Yep.
Oh, called it. Spent a bit of time up there myself. There is a lot of Italian people up there, yeah.
How random.
In the Cane
area. Ingham. Kidding, I love it. Oh, great defense there by the Bond Bull Sharks.
Speaking of held balls.
Yeah, force another one. Bond really need to score this goal to keep themselves in it.
But Hinchliffe gets a hand on it.
Maddie just read that like a book.
Can I name an author? John Grisham?
I don't read.
Don't read? Okay. I read it like a Women's Weekly. So 25 to 18. A new idea, I don't know.
I don't.
They still make those magazines. And the shot there from
Great
Holland.
shot by Riley.
They're on a roll here, the Cougars, aren't they?
In my defence, I'm like most likely have ADHD, so I don't have the patience to read books. I'll literally start reading a book and not go to sleep until it's done. So I just think it's best that I don't read.
So if you start a book, you've got to read all 700 pages.
Uh-huh.
That would be annoying.
It is.
Bairstow answers
Great
with a
shot,
goal.
yeah.
That's a Mizuno momentum shift. 19 placed 26. They're down by 7. The quarter they've lost by a bit.
Lucky for that ball to come away. It would have been great if the Bull Sharks can get a couple of turnovers and just kind of lower that deficit a bit before going into half time.
It's an 8-goal margin this quarter. Points up for grabs. It doesn't really matter if the Cougars win or lose today. They'll still finish 1-2. For the Bull Sharks, it's a different scenario. They need to win to put some pressure on the Wildcats for a semi-final spot.
See Ruby trying to get her little mitten there. Just getting called for contact. And Bairstow finishes his shot.
So the twins, Bakewell Doran and Aremi Kamo, doing a great job keeping the Bull Sharks to 20 this half. Ball falls to Holland. She's got it now. Kicks it out to Hinchliffe.
Great ball there by Maddie.
Dyer hangs onto it.
Riley just being caught there on the base on a little bit. Lucky to get the contact call against Shanae. And she gets the easy shot in. Cougars up by 8. Can you see what I mean, though, where, like, they don't do anything really spectacular, but they do score from their turnovers, and then it's really hard to get points back off them.
It's a sign of a championship side. They just, even when they are not playing their best, they're still doing well. Another hell ball called. This time on the Bull Sharks. That's 3 in the last 5 minutes. All accurate calls. And Dyer with it.
Cougars is doing so well to just be patient, fill the gaps where needed, and then thread the ball when it's on. And that's what we just saw Chanel do straight to Riley under the post.
She's one of the best feeders in the game, Chanel Dyer.
Yeah, she's a great feeder. She's another one, actually, who's probably played almost 100 games. She's been around. She's a vet. She's been around forever.
A vet. I'm sure she's loving being called a vet.
A veteran.
I know. She's probably all of 25. You're all of 26.
She knows. Chanel's what, 28, 29?
But
Nothing bad.
I guess I always relate things to the men's game because most men only start playing proper netball when they're about 32, 33. So whereas you guys are sort of coming to the ends of your career at that sort of age. But it's just funny to hear a 26, 28-year-old called as a veteran. So the ball falls to Bairstow. She shot well today, and again there.
Great shot there.
Margin's 9. We've got 1:30 to play in the half. It's getting tougher for the Bull Sharks. They need this match and as many quarters as they can.
Great intercept there by Kristen.
Oxenford did it well.
Yeah, did so well to get that. She's just so good at that first ball contest. Always comes through hard with 2 hands. Usually ends up with it.
She's the captain. Falls to Houston. Kicks it over now. Here to go to Black. With speed to burn. She gets it down the court and throws a pass. Oxenford again does brilliantly.
I think
Kamo equally as brilliant.
I think it might have been Black who probably put herself under too much pressure by stepping onto that ball and then throwing a wayward pass. Cougars are now back with it, bring it with great pace down the court. So. And they've just always seemed to have an option, the Cougars. And puts the turnover in. So Bull Sharks will have just over 30 seconds to bring this down the court.
So Grant, and eventually it falls to Black.
Great sweep there by Bertacchini, I think.
No,
no,
Jordan's
it's not.
on.
Jordan, yeah.
Mackenzie Jordan makes it. This is her first shot of the match. Shoots and scores.
Thinks it. Great high shot.
Lovely high shot. Might have been a bit of snow on it. So that'll give her confidence. And away she goes again. Of course, she's a member of the Queensland mixed in full court team. So they go away April next year. And the ball back with the
Ruby. Got a nice turnover. And
that's the end of the quarter. An 8-goal margin in that one, a 17-9 quarter to the Cougars. They've turned a 13-all first quarter into a 30-22 lead. Cougars sort of back into their groove.
Yeah, definitely back into their groove. And I think it's going to be really hard for the Bull Sharks to claw their way back into this. You can't lose a quarter by 8 and expect to be winning. So
the Bull Sharks with it all to do in the third quarter. The championship quarter is a season-defining quarter for them. We'll see what happens when we come back from these short messages.
know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
Welcome back. We're at halftime in our three-game spread today between the Cougars and the Bull Sharks. There are the halftime stats. The Cougars, after a 13-all first quarter, come back with vengeance, winning the second quarter by 8, and they lead 30-22. There's all the stats. The centre part conversions, pretty impressive. 22 out of 26 for the Cougars, 20 out of 27. Not bad for the Bull Sharks. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary with Beryl Friday. She'll be back with us shortly. Turnover's a bit high at the moment. There's 16 to the Cougars, which is uncharacteristic for them, and 21 for the Bull Sharks. I was just talking about the turnovers there at Beryl, like quite a number, and the conversion rate at 50 for the Bull Sharks and 52 for the Cougars. You'd like to see that number a little higher, yeah?
Yeah, I think both teams want to lift that up a bit. You can't, like, what's the point of getting all these turnovers if you don't want to score for them?
That's an excellent point you make, and the quarters won 1.5 quarters. That means the first one was drawn to a half quarter. So 1 competition point to 3 at the moment. Shooting percentage ridiculously high. Cougars 91 and the Bull Sharks 92. Pretty impressive effort by them, yeah?
Yeah. I think they're doing really well to get those close shots to the post, which obviously means that their percentages is going to be high. We haven't seen too many people take long bombs today, so
both teams working it into a better position is what you're saying, yeah?
Yeah. Great work from both of them.
Of course, we've got these statistics for the first couple of games today. We'll hopefully have them all for the final series coming up, and that starts next week. We're off to Morayfield, I believe.
I don't even know where that is.
It's north. Not as far as Ingham, but a little bit north of Brisbane.
Right, okay.
So by all means, come along and enjoy the beautiful Morayfield. Not quite sure what's at Morayfield, but I'm sure it's beautiful. So earlier today we had the Tigers and the Thunder. They played each other, and the Thunder took care of business. They're on a bit of a streak, 3 straight now.
Yeah.
Looking like the team to beat coming into the final series, 60-45. To me, they've been the big improvers. Are you looking over your shoulder to see if you might play them in the first week of finals?
Am I looking over my shoulder? No. I'm not really concerned about what anyone else is doing. I'm more concerned about what I do, what our attack end does, and what our team does as a whole. If you're playing your best and you still get beaten, then I guess that's unlucky. But I'm not really. I genuinely believe that when we're firing and we have everyone playing at their best, we can win the whole thing.
You are the defending premiers. So last year's you didn't go into the semis.
I hate when people keep saying that though, because we've had so many changes in our team that it's not quite the same team that won last year. Like, we have a whole new attack end.
Absolutely.
I've used to play underage with Jamison, haven't played with her in years. Lisa, Maimai and I haven't played together. I used to coach her when she was like 10 at little Tiger clinics, but haven't played with her and haven't really played with Alida in a couple of years as well. So
So a bit of a warm-up happening here for the Bull Sharks. Don't forget, join us, HART Sapphire Series. That's our Facebook page for all the news, views and interviews throughout the week. You go to sapphireseries.com.au. You can join us like Kelly de Hopman de Villiers, Karen Pope, Steph James, all friends of mine, and they're joining us in commentary. We're taking some selfies now. That's fantastic. We'll have a good selfie. I'll be on Beryl's social media somewhere. That's scary on so many levels. So, and by all means, join us. We will have the semi-finals draw up on the website as soon as we can, once we know it, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, it'll be up there soon. Probably Monday, I'm hoping, which is pretty impressive. And they'll have all the ticketing information. Of course, all our venues are COVID safe. But come on down. Get your backside courtside, as I always say. So Cougars get us underway. It's all to do for the Bull Sharks. Season on the line. They must win this half and ergo win it by 9 to win the match and get themselves into the semi-final contention with 1 round to go.
I don't think we've seen many changes. Actually, we've got Emily Gilbert out at wing defence for the Bull Sharks, which means...
Houston's gone to GD, so there's been a slight change. Gilbert's to wing defence, Houston to GD, and Shanae Grant remains in at keeper. So she's come back on. Oxenford back to wing attack, and we have Adler in at centre. So they've made match changes, the Bull Sharks, as they look to find the successful formula. Bertolini with it, scoops it up off the floor to Bairstow, does well.
Great shot by her under the post.
So 30-22 was the halftime score.
Wide receive there on the centre pass. The Bull Sharks are doing well to push the Cougars wide. Obviously, if you're playing in the centre court or as a goal attack, you do want to receive your centre passes middle channel, but Bull Sharks aren't allowing that to happen, as they pull up a great rebound and driving the ball down the court well.
So the Bull Sharks with it through Gilbert. They get it into their offensive third now. Oxenford working. Her
great
work rate
feed there.
is phenomenal, and the feed as called by Beryl. And
yeah, she's a workhorse. Great work.
Bertolini makes sure of it. So the centre pass with the Bull Sharks. Margin is 7. Oh, loose feed.
Yeah,
oh.
that's what you don't want to throw. But I think that's the Cougars' bread and butter right there.
Bakel Doran was just hovering, wasn't she?
Yeah, she knew that was going to happen. She was just waiting to pick it off like an apple.
Read it like a new idea. And there's the ball back to Holland.
Great shot there by Riley under the post.
It's okay, you can laugh at my jokes. So someone has to.
Read it like something that doesn't take long to read when you're really impatient and have ADHD.
Okay, there you go. Read it like a Phantom comic.
Great pickup by Shanae. Unfortunately, goes straight through the hands of
Stour, who I thought was a little quiet last week, is coming into her own this week. Very consistent on the shot. Big smile to her fans.
When you've got a shooter like Riley, though, who does really well to position her body well to get the ball and to get you rebounds, why wouldn't you get the ball and just shoot them? Like, why wouldn't you just shoot them all day when you've got Riley getting your rebounds for you?
I guess, I don't know what the team mantra is. Maybe it's you throw it to the person like that in the best position.
Yeah, fair enough.
That might be the way they coached. So, but it comes back to Stour anyway, and she can shoot the lights out. Of course, played 3 games for the Firebirds this year. So, and was a co-commentator a couple of weeks back in the hub. So the ball back with the Cougars now. Again, not doing anything spectacular, but the lead's built by 2.
What was that contact on? Eldar. Might have been a little bit of an arm in there, yeah. So. Great shot there.
Stour, that's 3 out of the last 4 to her, and she's looked good.
And
nothing but net.
Cougars are just starting to open this game up a little bit now. What's 11?
Well, just bringing them back to you. The last time these two teams met was way back in round 2, and the Cougars convincing winners 60-39, 21 the margin. Today it's only 11 at the moment, and I'd have to say the Bull Sharks much improved over the weeks to get to this position.
Definitely improved over the season.
So another shot there, rings out. Bertolini gets a second chance and
Great
makes
shot.
no mistake. Had a bit of range on it, looks for the high 5, finds it. And the Mizuno momentum shift.
Great vision there by, who threw that? Might have been Chanel.
And that's Burns on the bench there, isn't it? That would explain maybe why Adler's on. Burns getting a rub. Oh,
reset
sorry, that
there.
was Black, I believe. Ava Black on the bench. No, Burns is on the bench. Black's been on the bench, and she looks like she's ready to come on. So both the mids, the speedy mids, have been off for the Bull Sharks.
Just dribbles out, unfortunately.
Black comes on and replaces Gilbert. Gilbert to the bench. She's done well today. Oh, Black nearly got a hand on that.
Great circle. It's Ali McLeod has come on to centre. So we've seen Maddie, go to the bench for the Cougars.
Sorby's on at WD as well. So the changes both sides starting to ring them through regularly. McLeod always brings a lot of energy to the team when she's on.
Yeah, she's a great little player.
Don't know much about her. Is she young or been around a bit?
I'd say she's she's probably around 23, 24. I'm pretty sure she's from the sunny... No, is she from the sunny coast? Is she from Townsville?
No idea.
I think she...
If you know the McLeod, give us a yell. Drop us a line in the
I
Facebook
actually
page.
think Ali's from Townsville, but I don't want to say that definitely because I can't remember.
So Adler gets the throw and gets us going again. She's held onto it for a bit. Finds the ever-present Black. Always there. And Oxenford gets cleaned up by Sorby accidentally.
Gets straight back up.
And gets underway brilliantly.
Yeah. No worries.
And
probably just could have taken a little bit more time on that feed. I don't think they were quite ready for it yet.
Bakewell Doran gets a hand on it, gets her own rebound back. And here's the zone press being shown by the Bull Sharks, but the Cougars working their way through it steadily.
Yeah.
It's now more of a compressed zone at the transverse, but the long pass into Holland can't pull it in.
No, I think she thought Sinead hit that, so then she was kind of just going to let it go out, but unfortunately just touched it. So ball back with the Bull Sharks.
So would you say the zone worked? Would there be a tactic you'd keep using?
Yes and no. I don't know if it was as effective as it has been previously, but doesn't matter because Sorby just came through and read that as well.
Sorby gets another one, and the ball back with Holland.
Oh, might have been a replay, but umpire doesn't think so. So Riley's got the ball right in front of the post. Mid-distance, but doesn't matter. She sinks it. So Cougars are now up by 14, and they'll just keep chipping away at the sleeve. They've got the centre pass.
So the ball, it looks like there's been a change in the shooting, and Jordan's on again for the Bull Sharks. Mackenzie Jordan, the Queensland mixed representative. Stowe has to go a long way back. Went back.
That's the thing about the Cougars. They don't mind going backwards to go forwards. Just really easy play, isn't it? Nothing flashy. Great shot.
It's consistent netball, thing that's made them great entire time in these leagues.
Yeah, very Vixens-esque.
Bit of a fan of the Vixens? They play good netball.
Yeah. I've played with a lot of those girls who play for them. They're just really nice people.
And the ball with... That was Bakewell Doran again. She's having some match.
Yeah, Cougars defence are just making it look really easy today. And then you've got Stower and Riley who are just shooting it with no problem. So hard to beat when they're playing like this.
So Bond ready to make the changes again. Oxenford comes off.
Great rebound by Sinead.
So Adler on it. Wing attack for the Bull Sharks.
No, I was going to say that's the ball that you don't want to throw because someone's going to get it from the Cougars.
So Bakewell Doran came through like a steam train, picked it off beautifully.
Gives it to Riley, who catches it off balance. Doesn't matter because she puts it away, and a breaking call.
Oh no, Liz! I just saw Liz's arms go up there. The Wayne Bennett of netball, Liz White, and won't be happy with that call from her players. Not that the call was wrong, but not happy that they did it. So the Bull Sharks miss one, and
missed shot.
Bakewell Doran gets cleaned up by Adler.
Sorby just gets it. Takes it up, gets up, doesn't matter.
I think I called it as Bakewell Doran. And Holland positions herself beautifully in the front of the circle, gets the ball and the contact call.
Great arms here by Gilbert, so she's back in goal defence.
Gilbert puts the shot off and drives it down the court beautifully, connecting with Burns, then on to Jordan. Back we go to Grant. So there's only one option here for the Bull Sharks at the moment, so it's easier for the Cougars defenders to come off and have a crack at them because they know where the ball's going. So the ball eventually falls to Bairstow. She makes no mistake on the shot, And the margin is back to just 15. And that was a Mizuno momentum shift.
Sorby has the go at it. And then we see a nice little shooter to the shooter. Jordan gets the ball off and she finishes it well.
So, Mackenzie Jordan, the youngster up from Ruby, doing well. And Gilbert picks that one off, a la Ruby Bakewell-Doran-esque. Can you say that? I don't know if that's a word.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
And does well. And, unfortunately, they throw it
Go
away.
over. I think both, I don't know if it's both teams, but it's definitely the Bull Sharks are looking a bit tired at the moment and just doing some silly things. Still got a quarter to play, though, so...
The turnover count is mounting, 30 to the Bull Sharks and 22 to the Cougars. That's 52 for the match. It's quite high.
Yeah, bit of a ping-pong game here, going back and forth.
Shooting percentage not too bad, 87 to the Bull Sharks, outscoring the Cougars at 85.
And we see another turnover.
There's that ping-pong netball you're talking about.
Great
Burns
circle edge.
Nice rotation in there.
Again, I think that ball just needs to go up and into space a little bit, not any flat passes.
So, Mackenzie Jordan shoots, hits the back of the ring. She'll get another chance.
Yeah.
Both players out now. And if you're thinking of coming down, Brizzy, the weather is changing here. It's getting quite dark outside. Whether there's a storm coming, I'm not sure.
I think the weather forecast did say there was a massive storm coming, so...
A few of the people are pulling on the jumpers because it is a bit brisk in this building.
It's a bit... it's not... Come on, guys, we're not in winter. It's not cold. Brisbane doesn't get cold.
Spoken like a true person from Ingham.
Riley finishes that off. I said I'm not good at math. What's that? Cougars out by 15 still?
14, actually. I think that we're a bit behind. The scoreboard says 14. It's 42 to 28. We've got 4 to play in the third championship quarter. They own it by 6 at the moment, the Cougars, which is not good for the Bull Sharks. The season is slipping away. And Gilbert
and
eventually falls to blacks.
One lead there. Great work by Remy. She just kind of gets up and gets that ball. And unlucky that there was, I think, an offside call because she did really well to get that intercept.
Indeed,
deceivingly tall Remy is as well.
Yeah, she's got incredible elevation and there's nothing to her.
Unfortunately, it's a missed shot. So Cougars have it back down, bringing it down with ease.
Not sure if you heard that on the effects mic. Big clap of thunder. So, stay at home.
Very loud. Sounds like AC/DC out there.
Oh, stop it. Of course, AC/DC just released a new album, a new song, and a new album coming out next week. Get your backside on that one. So, are you an Akadaka fan, Beryl?
I just like music.
Oh, big Akadaka fan.
Just under 3 minutes here to play in the third quarter. Cougars are maintaining their 15-goal lead. And I think if the Bull Sharks are wanting to come back into this game, they kind of need to start making their move now, which will start with this shot, and it does.
So Bairstow gets the first of the comeback. And the ball through Dyer, who's back on at wing attack.
Riley just using her body to get that front ball, taking her time to go and get it. If I was her, I'd be doing the exact same thing. Wind down the clock a little bit.
She cops a battering when she plays, doesn't she, Riley?
Yeah.
Just because of the way she positions herself, and she's always got that front position. So the goal counts, margin 15, 2:15 to play. Looks like another 2 competition points coming the way of the Cougars. They lead the quarter by 7. It's a 14-7 quarter at present. And Oxenford.
Great change of direction there. And
who else but Ruby Bakewell-Doran?
Yeah.
And the ball with Dyer finds Riley a long way from home. She doesn't go that far on holidays.
Might need a passport.
Indeed she does, but there she is back in her home base.
Great shot by Riley.
So, Holland, as cool as you like on replay there, nothing but net. And Wishka, that margin. I tell you what, you're 100% correct when you say they don't do much, and before you know it, the lead's 12 or 16.
Yeah.
The lead is 16, and besides a couple of odd, spectacular intercepts, they haven't done anything out of the super ordinary.
Like, looking at our stats, I think the only thing that really separates them is that their Bond centre pass conversion rate isn't as high as theirs, and they have a little bit less turnovers, but other than that, it's a pretty equal game.
So, great shot there to Bairstow. Gets the high five from a young partner in Mackenzie Jordan. And away they go again. Oh, this time it's Sorby gets a hand on the ball.
Great elevation, great athleticism. I would love to see Sorby, if she ever felt the need to not play netball anymore, to see her play like rugby sevens or something. I think she'd absolutely kill it.
Her first 3 steps are remarkably fast.
So her speed and acceleration is so good.
So, and she's got a bit of elevation and height. So she is the complete package at wing defence. So 34 seconds to go. Holland gets another one.
So back up to 16 now for the Cougars, and it's their centre pass. They've only got about 25 seconds to score, but... And Shanae gets the turnover right on top of the circle.
So they've got a chance for 2 for 1 if they go quickly here, the Bull Sharks. But a cross-court pass gets Stour involved, and she finds Holland.
Has a nice little tip. Comes out here. She's a bit far away as well.
This is a probably limit of her range. And she gets it right on the buzzer.
It's a no goal because it's a whole ball, actually. Hell ball.
Hell ball. Unfortunate for Stour. She did pump it a couple of times.
Oh, that might have been a step there at the end. Doesn't matter because that's the end of it.
Jorgen looks long, but it's to no avail. So, again, an 8-goal quarter there to the Cougars, 16-8. Very consistent. They won the second 17-9. Gives them a 46-30 lead. Beryl, it slipped away from the Bull Sharks in that quarter.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be really hard for the Bull Sharks to come back from this. I don't think they can. I'd love to see them put up a great fight, though, and try and close this margin a little bit.
So 46-30, margin of 16. Where's the game been won and lost? Do you think the shooting ends are the...
No, I think I'm not sure what the Cougars' game plan is, but they force a lot of cross-court balls, and when we see that happen, we see the likes of these two on screen, and Remy and Ruby just coming off and picking those balls off.
Well, just listen in and see what Liz is saying.
I thought we did better though because we actually covered and then went back.
Yeah, you did much better, but that's the one. From the what you're going to get done. Now Bella will Now, the pair of you, at some stage, may be on the court together, and I cannot afford to have you throw those balls away. Right? Both of you need to give those beautiful rolls to the top. And then it's just like, and that's the one, you know when you did your little fake, you used to do the little fake and move it, and then the ball, not where you faked it, but you put it when the ball's around. When she actually has 2 defenders here, and you put it in on the defender here on the ball side, and that one from there.
So wise words there from the super coach Liz White. She wants more from her mids that are currently saying they could be on court during the final series. She wants them working better together, and had a little whispering there to the as soon as we tuned in, she started whispering to her defenders, which was annoying. We'll have to have a word to Liz about that. Speak loudly. So, but she's a pretty happy coach at the moment.
Yeah, she is. Which
have
is
you ever
great.
been coached by Liz?
Yeah, I actually used to play state age for Downey Park
there
with Remy Camo and Harriet at certain stuff, since she was our state edge coach. I don't like being on the receiving end of her sprays, and you kind of have to say no good books.
I can imagine. So looking at the stats, the shooting percentage still favours the Bull Sharks, 86-85, just not getting the volume of shots off. The turnover conversion rate's dropped a little for them. It's 58 for the Cougars and 43 for the Bull Sharks. The turnover conversion percentage is the number of times you score from a turnover you create. Turnover is still a bit high, I reckon. 28 for the Cougars and 36 for the Bull Sharks. That's 64 for a game of netball. That's a lot. And the only, as you pointed out halfway through that quarter, the only stat where the Bull Sharks are really drifting away is the centre pass conversions. They're at 64 and 82 for the Cougars. So they're not far out of it, the Bull Sharks.
They're not, but
the scoreboard says they are.
Yeah, it's just
crazy.
The Cougars,
win the big moments.
They don't
at
have a
times.
lot of turnovers, and they score from what they do get. We have seen some changes for them, though. I can't quite see who's in centre for them. For the Cougars, I think, is it Baker? Baird, sorry.
Baird has gone into centre, that's correct. And the wing attack, Hinchliffe to wing defence, Baird at thing, and I think the wing attack is Dyer, yes it is. So the only change really is Baird's coming to centre. McLeod hasn't seen the court that much today.
And we've got to change for the shooters as well. I'm not that.
Reekers is on.
That's the one.
With Stour.
Yep.
So, and the defensive end is still the Twins, just to make it confusing for us. So,
Kristen's in wing attack.
Don't you agree that Bakewell Dawn would look good if she was a blonde? You should tell her that. Just changes the hair colour for us coming into finals. That would really help us out. Go and have a word.
Bright red or something.
So you look great as a blonde. So an overload being tried on here by the Bull Sharks, and it works through Oxenford onto Burns. A nice setup there on the centre pass, but contact call on
against
Hinchliffe.
Kristen. Yeah, so she gets the ball right on the centre, on the circle edge, sorry. And Bertocchini, unfortunately, unable to finish the shot, and the bit of a tumble around, but it falls back in the hands of Kamo, but she throws it away.
Kamo to Oxenford back now. It's with the Bull Sharks. There's another massive clap of thunder. Bairstow misses as well.
Missed shot there by the Bull Sharks. So Remy's going to take this throw in right next to the post by the looks of things.
So would have been good if the Thunder were actually playing. Well, they played earlier today in the bright sunshine. As the rain comes tumbling down here at Nissan Arena, it is bucketing down at present. And the ball back with Reekers. She hasn't had a shot yet. Stower, who came into her own that second half and makes another great shot.
Great feed there by Chanel too, but she did have 2 options to throw to, which always makes it easier.
So Stower swings long.
Massive swing ball. If that was if that was the Bull Sharks did that, their defenders for the Cougars would have come off and eaten that alive.
Would have had a crack.
Definitely.
Margin is 18. Reekers, the coolest shooter in the league,
there.
I reckon. Her and Charlie Bell look like they're just so relaxed when they shoot.
You actually call me, what do you call me sometimes? Casual or something, and I hate it because I actually try so hard. Just can't help it that I look really casual and blasé about things.
It's not casual, it just means you've got immense talent. Like, you know, like it's the Mark Waugh theory, you know, like Mark and Steve Waugh when you compare him. Like Mark looked like he had all the time in the world and was just so casual with his play.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say you look casual. It's a
all
positive, not a negative, trust me.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Mia finishes the ball well under the post after a missed shot there.
So.
And Cougars are now up by 19.
Cross-court swing here, falls to Dyer. Could have
lucky
been picked
for that
off.
one to come off. Shanae comes off at the last minute to get that around.
Grant tries hard. Black couldn't pull it in. And margin of 19. Season slipping away here for the Bull Sharks. Had a great win last week to give themselves a sniff to make the semis.
Baird with a nice change of direction there. Feeds it in well. Shanae's got great hands. Probably an obstruction. Doesn't matter because that ball is finished off really nicely.
And Reekers leaves the swan up. I love it. Takes a shot and leaves the arm up nice and high.
Bit Erin Bell? Or?
Oh, very much Erin Bell. So,
turnover here from the Cougars.
Hello to Erin if you're watching. She'd be watching, wouldn't she? Erin Bell have nothing better to do on a Saturday back in South Australia. Just, I'll tune in. See what Millsy and Beryl are up to. So.
Ball coming down the court from the same channel by the Cougars. Ends up right in the circle. She's going to shoot this. It doesn't look like it's going to go in, but gets the rebound.
Gets her own rebound and shoots again. This
Great
time it does.
There.
19 the margin, 10:48 to do. Season slipping away for the Bull Sharks.
I don't know. Was there a timeout call or something?
I think so. There's lots of high-fiving going on, and the Bull Sharks coach is up, ready to have a chat. Liz is conferring with her second assistant in Amanda Vanderwall. It's quite a coaching duo.
Speaking of people watching interstate, one of my friends just said, say hello to Millsy for me.
And who is
Nick
that friend?
Styles.
Oh, Styles.
Yeah.
She played for the Swifts up here this year, so I didn't get a chance to see her because they were in the bubble, but yeah, Stylesy had a bit to do with her with the Australian indoor teams back in the day. So
just one of my good mates.
Oh,
Let's listen to what they're saying. Oh, no.
Just keep the movement going on attack. Right, we're really stationary now. I just want you to keep rotating, keep moving, okay? Ball placement too. Sometimes it's hard, looks like it's hard to feed off the circle. So move the ball, okay? Keep moving. We're quite stationary at times.
On that,
moving the ball.
and the goal shooter one too, like whoever's holding that front one, just pop a little bit because they're coming around and we're being stationary and they're getting ball. Yeah, we've just got to keep coming strong.
Chris, I'm going to put you on at wing defence. Maybe you're going to go back to the centre, wrist wing attack. Let's get some speed through the court. I want you to keep them off the circle edge. All right, we are fast and speedy in the goal back. Arms up.
So it's a fair brains trust there between Cheryl Burns, Linda Peterson and Nicole Cusack having a bit there to do with the Bull Sharks. Quite a coaching combination there.
Is their head coach a Kiwi? Or is she from New Zealand? She kind of sounds like she has an accent.
I'm not sure, so I'll find out.
Might be.
We'll have that answer for you before the next game. So the timeout's taken. It's 52-31. Desperate times for the Bull Sharks. Let's see what they can do coming out of the timeout. They've got 10:41 to save their season.
It might be a bridge too far. 21 goals they're down, and they've only got 10 minutes to make it up.
So McLeod's come on at wing attack in the timeout for the Cougars.
Great shot there by Stower,
that's correct. Stower is in the power. So don't worry, I called her Stower for the first 6 rounds.
Oh, sorry.
No, I did. It was my fault. So
Bond have the throw in here from the sideline. Kristen's obviously back at wing defence. Bit of a triple threat, isn't she? Wing defence, centre, wing attack.
She is the complete player.
Might have to keep an eye on my goal attack bib. She might be claiming that soon.
Mackenzie Jordan.
Can't control it, unfortunately. And it just seems
here we
like
go.
it's
Watching
a
the replay.
throw-in.
Came off her last. I think comes off her thigh. It does. She can't pull it in. And back with Sorby. So the girl you want to see playing, what is it? It's rugby sevens.
No, I want to see her in netball. She's a great player, but if she ever did feel the need to change sport, then she would smash sevens.
So Baird with it.
Step call against Baird.
So
unusual call.
And Rikas gets her hands on the penalty pass, forces it out of play.
So we'll see a sideline throw in here.
So and Gilbert fires it down.
Great tip there by
Sorby.
So Bond will have the baseline throw in here in the wing area, of course.
So ball girls today, of course, the Redlands.
That's probably not the ball to give, to be fair. I think maybe one of the Bond players could have come up higher in the third to, be off the circle edge.
Excellent. Oh, sorry, I was just saying that the Redlands 12B representative side are the ball girls for today's matches. So well done to them. There you go. Matt Webber just messaged in. Cheryl Burns is from New Zealand, a New Zealand international in netball, basketball, and surf lifesaving.
Wow.
A triple international.
Let's talk about a triple threat that I was mentioning before.
There's a lot of
achievement. I'm embarrassed I didn't know that.
There's a lot of dual internationals, but a triple, that's impressive. Thank you to Matt Webber for that. Interactive netball commentary. You can't get that on Channel 9. So this is Logie award-winning TV, people. So there you go. Julie Prendergast, the president of the South Coast Regions, also sent in. Hey, Millsy and Beryl, Cheryl Burns is a former Silver Fern defender. What
a treat. Imagine just having a former Diamond and a former Silver Fern being a coach week in, week out.
Yeah, that'd be hard to handle. So while we've been talking, the Cougars have increased their lead in the blink of an eye to 24.
Great front sweep there by, I think, Jordan.
Jordan goes long and
goes long, sinks it. So Bond are down by 23 now.
Yeah, it's a 9-1 quarter thus far. That's a Mizuno momentum shift. Rikas just proving that they can do it if Holland's not there. So that's great backup for the Cougars, isn't it?
Yeah, great work.
So the ball back with Oxenford to Burns. They're trying hard here, the Bull Sharks. The old 1-2, they find Bertolini, who's moved to shoot a Bairstow off.
Great shot there by Bull Sharks. And you can see that 3 of the Cougars starting 7 are back to the bench. So that's probably resting them for their big game that they have against the Jets tomorrow.
So
both Cougars defenders, shooters, just asking for the ball up and over. Doesn't matter though because Martina has it there and she sinks it.
She's deceptively tall. I was standing beside Martina today and I'm not the biggest bloke in the world, but she made me feel like a dwarf. So, and the ball is with the Bull Sharks again. Jordan, this time it falls to Bertolini. She shoots, she scores.
Great shot there by the Bull Sharks.
So the first 2 matches in today's game proving decisive. It's in the semi-final makeup.
And Riley's back onto shooter. I think we might see Stoller come off soon because Martina is standing on the sideline with the goal attack bib on.
So Stower heads towards the bench.
Or Stowler, sorry.
Stower brings the power and replaced by Rikas. I think that's probably all Stower will do today. And pretty impressive performance by Stower today.
Yeah, she's done well.
So I thought she was a little bit quiet in the loss last week, but boy, she's bounced back well today. And that young lady there, Mackenzie Jordan, star of the future for the Bull Sharks. And boy, they have some stars coming through. Of course, they won the 16s and the 18 state championships, state titles, whatever you want to call them. And so the future is bright for the Bull Sharks. And with that coaching team that we just commented on, so that's the future is looking good for them moving forward.
Just some confusion around where the pass will be taking place. Ali able to get it on the circle edge, and she feeds it into Riley.
And
Great shot there by Riley.
from Riley. Cougars about to crack 60. Remember last time they played it was 60-39, and we said probably midway through this third quarter it didn't look like they'd get to that, and it could be again same sort of scoreline.
Ali kind of looked a little bit wobbly in her ankle. She's okay though. Ball straight into Riley. Contact call at the top of the circle. Riley doing what Riley does and using her body well to get the ball right under the post.
And scores again. That's the 60 up for the Cougars. It always worries me when you see a player just for no apparent reason like buckle under their own weight or something. You worry that it's a knee or Achilles or something like that.
Yeah, I did my ankle like that last week actually, and then everyone was stressing out about it. But the good thing when you do your ankle so many times is there's nothing left of the tear anymore. So
there you go, people at home. If you've only done it 3 or 4 times, do it a couple more and you'll be as good as gold.
I don't recommend it, but, you know.
Dr. Friday is in the house. So
great swing ball there by the Bull Sharks and able to find their Bertolini in front, and she finishes that shot well.
So the 36 goal comes up for the Bull Sharks. Margin 24. We've got 4:11 to play. This could be a season-defining moment for the Bull Sharks. Rika's at GA, you called it, and doing well. Gets her hands over the ball on Oxenford.
Great feed there, shooter to shooter really, from Bertolini.
And Jordan.
Ball dribbles out from Jordan. Needed to finish that shot. Ball
like
back with the Cougars, and it's coming down the court with speed.
Looked like it was going in. McLeod with it now. Swings it to Holland. No one at home for the Cougars at the moment. They're both out of the circle. And Oxenford, trying as she might, can't get around McLeod on that one.
Yeah, Cougars down by 24 at the moment. Looks like, Bull Sharks down by 24. Looks like they might be in Mad Monday really soon.
A Mad Monday for the Bull Sharks. There you go. What do you guys do in netball for Mad Monday?
Secret squirrel business.
Okay, what happens on Mad Monday stays on Mad Monday?
Basically. Ball there from Martina goes straight over the sideline. Bond will have the throw in right in front of the bench.
I'll be scouring your social media when you guys eventually win it or get knocked out of it. Let's see what happens.
Win it, I think you mean.
I said win it or get knocked out, either or. So.
Ball back here with Emily Gilbert on the transverse line. Finds Black on the circle edge, and Jordan does a nice little double play with herself. Great defense there from Remy from behind.
Some hang
Gets up
time
over
there
that
from Remy.
Tasha Kapara-esque. There you go, we've got a lot of esques today.
So the hang time was immense.
Or should we say a little bit Cheryl-esque, another former silver phone defender.
There are several here. So the ball back with Kamo.
Straight to Sorby, who's still at wing defence. Straight down to Ruby. I love how the Cougars defenders just drive the ball all the way down to the transverse line.
They make it easy for the offensive end, don't they?
Yeah.
The engine room of the Cougars firing well.
Ball straight there to Riley, who gets the easy shot, and she sinks it as well.
Margin is 25, 2 left to play. And
Kristen
Oxenford
fighting ever so hard. That's what you love about Kristen. You know she's going to go hard out. Doesn't matter how long, how far behind you are.
Magic Johnson pass there from Bertolini to Bairstow, who's come on at GA for Jordan. And a beautiful move there. Bakewell Doran now on Bairstow for the last 1:39 of this one.
So we've got almost 90 seconds left to go. Cougars well and truly in control of this game.
Again with Holland, we called that name a lot today. She misses uncharacteristically. Falls to Oxenford, who fires a long one to Burns.
Sorby has a nice little tip in there. Again, that closing speed is second to none in this league.
So, probably make her a great sevens player.
Or an even better netballer than she already is.
She's pretty good at the moment. And
lucky for that not to be called a replay there.
Little fumble from Bairstow. She's got a big smile. High fives with Bertolini. And don't forget, we've got another game coming up.
Yeah.
The big one, just before 2, we're on air. That's local time, 3 o'clock if you're in the southern states. And it is between the 4th placed Wildcats taking on top of the table Jets. My 2 commentators today have been Lucinda Benjamin from the Jets and Beryl Friday from the Wildcats. Should be a great matchup, that one. Looking forward to that one. Match of the day as far as I'm concerned. So the ball back with the Bull Sharks. Bertolini, does well.
Nice little step around there. Gets a contact call against Remy. Can't finish it off though, unfortunately. Remy just pulls in the rebound like...
So Baird with it, fires long into Rikas. She's outside the circle, finds Holland, puts her under pressure, 2-on-1.
Great ball.
But
I'm not sure if I'd have thrown it, but lucky for that to come off. Riley doing well there to set up against the non-ball side defender to get that easy pass in. And
so that is all they wrote for this one, and the Cougars win the quarter again, and that 19-9 quarter means they've scored 13, 17, 16 and 19 in the last quarter. A very consistent performance for them over 4 quarters of netball. They did draw the first one 13 all, but they run out winners 64-39. Beryl Friday, what did you make of that game? And are the Cougars back? Are they a championship quality team?
Yeah, I think they're definitely a championship quality team, particularly with their performance today. But when you think about it, the Bull Sharks tied the first quarter with them. So Cougars scored 25 more points than them in 3 quarters alone.
So that's what, about 8.5 quarter. Yeah, so that's pretty impressive effort.
But then like I said earlier, they don't do anything spectacular. It's just that's 4 turnovers really that they get and convert from a quarter.
Indeed, it
and
is.
That's how you win by 25 goals, I guess.
And there's the full-time score, 64-39. We'll wait to see the table, but I think that has massive impacts for the season for the Bull Sharks. If my maths is correct, I think they can't now mathematically make the finals, but we'll know for sure. There is the ladder now. You get 18 points for a win, so if the Bull Sharks get 18 points, they can only finish on 60 for the season tomorrow, and that means even now they can't make the finals. So you guys are assured of 4th spot at worst.
At worst,
probably some better results for you, a couple of wins today and tomorrow. So a fairly solid season, a little bit up and down for the Bull Sharks, but they never stop trying.
That's definitely something for them to keep building on next year if they can retain a lot of their players that they have. They've really got a great foundation, so we can expect bigger and better things from them in 2021.
They've got some good building blocks in place in their coaching teams and stuff like that. So we'll look at the stats shortly, and the Cougars will probably dominate most of them. Definitely the scoreline, 64-39. Centre pass conversions there, they are 42 out of 52 as opposed to 34 out of 53. That's probably where the match was won and lost. There's your difference there, 64% to 81. Turnovers, Cougars a little bit less there. Conversion turnover, not a massive difference. The shooting percentage, up until late in that last quarter, the Bull Sharks had a better shooting percentage.
Yeah.
And they won 3.5 quarters to a half. So 1 competition point goes to the Bull Sharks. Your best for the Cougs?
I think Riley Holland was back, and probably Remy and Ruby in their defence end, causing a lot of havoc for the Bull Shark shooters.
Probably not the best for me, but I think Mia Stower, really impressed, and she came back on hard there. And the best for the Oxenford for the
definitely Kristen.
That's the name that pops up all the time. I thought Grant tried very hard, as did Bairstow and Bertolini. But yeah, so coming up today in 5 minutes to 2, we'll be having the Wildcats versus the Jets. We've been joined in commentary by Beryl Friday. Thank you, Beryl. I'll see you again tomorrow. We've got another game tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Absolutely. That's all we have time for now. We will be back just before. You're going to say something, sorry?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to everyone out there, indeed. My name's Dave Mills. We'll be back shortly. Bye for now, Brisbane.